thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut, and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here, so come home. Why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold. No Wizard of Oz can undo what I've done. Completely out of luck this time. I'm stuck in reverse. I gotta get away now, but I can't seem to take the lead. Oh baby, how could I know?
Welcome. How's everybody doing? I'm Tarot Oracle, and this is the Tarot Oracle Show. Here you go.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
So today's Wednesday. We are in the new space. It is a bit echoey, but that's okay. Echoes work great. Malou, welcome. How are you doing? Bartman, what is up? Diane, Tarot Magician. Adrienne, Belsamella, hello. And Chelsea, what's going on? Hello, Hun. May I know if I please let go of my relationship with P? Will there be a reconciliation? Juicy Peach has returned. How exciting is that? Monk's thoughts, feelings about me, anything sexy. All right, Juicy. You know, if you're not up to speed on the Juicy Peach saga, Juicy Peach is currently seducing a monk and, trying to get some monk action. Trying to get a little monk action going there and see how that's going so far. See how we're doing with that. So let's try it out and see if we can get some monk action in there. And by the way, we do have the Tarot Tower is indeed back. It is back and it is looking good. Look at that. A full Tarot Tower. Now there is a gap like right there, but that's because I think I put too wide tarots in here. I need to reduce the width, but overall, it's looking good. Have a speaking of sexy, of the sexy looking Tarot Tower up in here. So there we go. Juicy Peach. Sophia, welcome. CM, welcome. A Alexander, how are you doing? And Diane, how is everybody tonight? I'm wondering how echoey this sounds. Does this sound echoey? Does this sound echoey to you, or is it just me? Is it just me, or is it echoey? Let me know how it goes, because I can't really do anything about it. I guess I could put soundproof wall stuff in here, but I don't really want to spend the money. I'd rather just keep it like this. So we have our professional lights are back and it looks great and everything is back to normal. We have a normal looking stream. Yesterday, we used the lights in the room. Looks lights were in the room and those are not optimal at all, turns out. So yeah, buying LED lights, it just works out well for everybody. All right. I mean, what are the monk things going? We have the Empress. So I think it's sort of coming around. They see more as a love object, something that is, something that is, or someone that is going to be good for them. It's going to be nice for them to have around. They enjoy having you around. The Empress really talks to their comfort level and just how good they're feeling when they're around you. I think that they really enjoy your company And obviously, that's going to be the thing. So the Empress does say this sort of coming around there. Four of Pentacles, sort of interesting. I mean, there's a lot of things about this person you just don't know. I mean, some information about them you just don't know, some history, some dealings they have, some different things they're interested in, things that they're doing that you're just unaware of. So it's still a learning process. The Four of Pentacles, I'm sort of holding back a little bit. I'm not letting you know everything. I'm keeping a few secrets. The Four of Pentacles says, hey, I'm hanging on to it. This is how that I roll. This is what I do. Now, the Hanged Man into the Hermit. This is the interesting part. I think that their opinions of you are sort of morphing over time. I think that they have a different opinion of you than when they first met you. I think that it is evolving and it is looking good. If you're looking for seducing the monk and whatnot, I think that the Hanged Man says we're getting enlightenment, where our opinions, our views, our sort of how we see things, how we see the world is changing and it's modifying and it's being a little bit different. I think that's going to be good for you because they're sort of evolving. When you combine that in with them being more comfortable with you, again, I think the Hanged Man says that we do have the ability to get a more enlightened state. And as being a monk, you definitely want a more enlightened state. But we do have this limit here. Ultimately, I don't think this is going to work out. We just have some overall problems, mainly the rats sort of chewing the stability of this. So it's not a long-term stability thing. Now, normally I wouldn't point this out, but we do have the Hermit immediately after this. And the Hermit does say that ultimately they do like to be alone. They like their peace and quiet. They like it how they want to go. So if you're still looking at a long-distance relationship, they may want to keep it into a long distance relationship. I mean, it may not be something where they're willing to accommodate you and adjust, things like that. They could want ultimately the long distance relationship to be a thing that goes on forever, and that could be just how it goes. So there you go, sort of a new monk update, a fancy monk update with the Juicy Peach thing going around. But there you go. So I'm glad that things are working out, and it does look like that. Temporary fling would be good. I mean, that's all you need in life is a temporary fling. Nina, welcome. Boo Boo, welcome. Paula, how are you doing tonight? Everybody is here. Rowan's impressions. We got Juicy Peach on the move. I mean, we got it going on tonight. Tonight is going to be the best hump day Wednesday. See, Juicy Peach came in here on hump day. I'm just saying, I don't think that's accidental. Rowan's impressions, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Right, let's see how this is going to go. I mean, Juicy Peach comes in on hump day. Come on, give it up. Juicy Peach knows how to make an entrance. She doesn't come on Monday or Sunday. She comes in on hump day. I mean, she knows how to bring in the intro with style. You know what I mean? Southern Soul Tarot, how are you doing, Megan? What is going on? Philippe, what is up? All right. Am I going to get the job I interviewed for today? All right. We need to get that job. We need to get you some stable employment, something rocking. We're going to reach over into the Tarot Tower and pull out the golden one. Look at the Tarot Tower. Now, I did change the position of decks. Why did I do that? Because the Tarot Tower is now on my left side instead of my right. So all the common decks that I use the most are going to be in very short reach, and the ones I barely use are going to be way over there. So there you go. I did reorganize it, which you have to do occasionally. You get that Tarot Tower and you got to reorg. You have to start over because, we had to move. We moved to a different place where it is hard tile and not carpet, because there's something living in the carpet. And, so my exterminator said he did spray, but he said we could, bomb the room. So you get something, you put plastic over all your possessions and you bomb the carpet. That just sounds disgusting. And I really don't want to do that. I'm a Virgo. If I was a normal astrological sign, I would definitely sign up for that. But Virgo, no. I'm going to be paranoid for the rest of my life about what kind of poison is on that carpet. I'm just telling you now. That's how Virgos roll. You saw that coming. So no, I do not want to bomb the car. That does not sound appealing at all. I would rate that as a 0 from 1 to 10 as far as things that I want to do. So I'd rather just move rooms and have a nice day. So did the exterminator figure was biting you? No, they said it was 3 different things, but I just did the escape mechanism where I'm just moved into a hard tile room. I made sure and vacuum it up. I had the exterminator do a super soaker in this room. I said literally just empty half of that container into this room, and they did. So, there you go. Chemicals and germs. Yeah, that's true. All right. So let's see. We're going to get the interview. We're going to get the job. We did interview for that. Ace of Swords, 7 of Wheels, 6 of Swords. It's sort of interesting. It's not good and it's not bad. It's kind of in between. The Page of Wands being reversed. They do want very, very experienced person. Oh, they do. They do. I'm telling you, they want somebody who's an expert. The Page of Wands is sort of the newbie in the group. They're coming in. They're sort of new. They don't really know what they're doing. Page of Wands sort of rolls in. Now, the Page of Wands is the Wolverine. I'm just saying, the Wolverine gets it done, just tackles the problem. Will just tackle everything and get a lot of stuff done, but it's reversed. They want somebody that's an expert, not somebody that's new, definitely. So if you have a lot of experience, you're sort of leaning into the more likely zone there. And I'll say more likely zone because we don't have a definitive yes or no. We're just going to sort of go with the cards. They do want somebody that's highly experienced, one has a lot of years. 6 of Swords, kind of a journey. A bit of a journey. The 6 of Swords into the Ace of Swords, a pretty good journey. Now, this says that we're going from a decent place or maybe a bad place into something better. So if this position, if this job is indeed something better, then this would bode well for getting the job because we are taking a trip. We are moving into a better zone. Ace of Swords says you do get a communication either way about it. So they will let you know about it. Ace of Swords says we're not hesitating to let you know. We are definitely going to be communicative. Even if you don't get it, we're going to let you know. So there you go. But we do have this nice journey. So again, if you're super experienced, if you have a lot of expertise at this, they're really going to favor you. 6 of Swords says we're moving into a good place, looking good. 7 of Wheels, it really leans me towards a yes. Again, we're looking at a maybe here. This is a very maybe read. We really don't have anything that would be beautiful. Now, what would I look for I got the job? Maybe the Fool. I'm embarking on this journey. Here I come. Maybe, obviously, the 10 of Pentacles would be great. 8 of Pentacles, showing a steady, reliable job. Maybe even a 3 of Pentacles, showing that we sort of sneak in there. Anything with Pentacles would have been fantastic. The only thing we have is sort of this Walmart 8 of Pentacles, which is a 7. The 7 says that we're investing in you. In other words, we're willing to invest in you. We're willing to put that in, and you do sort of start at the ground level if you do start, which doesn't make sense because we have this expertise thing over here, but whatever. Again, we're really looking at maybe, sort of a floundering maybe. But either way, you do get a communication. I'm going to lean towards yes. Yes or no answer, I'm going to lean towards the yes just because of 7 of Wheels. We do have a Pentacles here. Again, it's kind of a Walmart 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to have to say that now. But it does bode well for sort of getting in there. So there you go. The more experienced you are, obviously from the first card, the better it's going to be. So there is that. There is that. All right. What else do we got? Who came in? Ultraviolet. Welcome. How are you doing? Ultraviolet. I was looking at my ultraviolet. No, it was like ultramarine violet. That's what it was. I was looking at a color that had ultraviolet in there today. Anyway. All right. Chelsea is here. Head Troll, what is up? How are you doing? Let's see. Walmart 8 of Pentacles. I mean, it sort of is in the read. You just gotta sort of roll with it. Sometimes you can get a beautiful, Neiman Marcus 8 of Pentacles. Other times you just get the Walmart 8 of Pentacles, and that's what you got to deal with. So there you go. Do you have experienced customer service? Hopefully it helps. Well, it sounds like that you got it then. Rowan's impression, it sounds like you got it. Andrea, how are you doing? Or Andrea, I have no idea. So what would happen to my connection with Caleb? I'm a Virgo. He's a Libra. Jenna, welcome. How are you doing? Let's see about Caleb. Is Caleb looking all right? Is Caleb pretty good, or is Caleb not going to be? You'll notice a lack of a mouse over here because I moved everything to the left. So you got the tarot tower on the left, you got the cloth on the left. Everything was moved to the left side because on the right side, we are going to put some board games. Now I'm going to start out with Mage Night. Kind of the default dude dork board game is Mage Night. I'm gonna go out and just say it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if you're a Virgo and a dork, Mage Night is your board game. It is your board game. You can do it solo. You don't got to drag anybody over because everybody, if they come over with a board game, they want to play Clue or Monopoly. God forbid, I hate those. But anyway, all right. That doesn't matter because right now we're asking about Caleb. What is going to happen with Caleb? I think that we could use where'd it go? We could use everyone's favorite Little Prince Tarot. I do have a whole section over here that's really nice. Well, now I got to kind of figure out where the Little Prince goes. I guess the box goes over here, and then I can do that. Everything being on the left is kind of throwing me off tonight, but I mean, I'll get used to it, obviously, but I'm just saying it's throwing me a little bit off. I don't know that board game, and I'm a Virgo. Well, you're not a dork dude, I'm just saying. Jenna, you got to be a dork dude to be into Mage. I'm just saying Mage Night. I mean, there are great board games, I'm going to have to admit, and I do like my war games. War games take so damn long to set up. I don't know why I don't just do them on a computer. I feel like, though, if I'm playing a board game and I'm going to do it on the computer, I might as well just play a video game. You know what I mean? Why would I play a board game on a computer? The purpose of the game is to put it in real life and take a break from staring at a computer all day. But, that's just me. That's just my 2 cents. You love puzzles. You mean like the quadrillion piece puzzle kind of thing? One of those? Do you have game night with friends? Yeah, they did. Well, back in the old days when you could leave the house, they did have a meetup group at a board game store. And we would go and we would play, and it was fun as hell. But now there's COVID, and apparently that's never going away. So now that's canceled for the rest of our lives. All right. Let's see about this. We got Caleb. What is going to happen with this connection? The 10 of Pentacles says it's going to go pretty well. 10 of Wands. And then well, that's not good. The 5 of Cups is not. Okay, it looks like it's going to go well. We have this very nice peak period from the relationship with this 10 of Pentacles. It feels like things are going well. We have this nice honeymoon period. Everything goes pretty good at first. I think we move right along. It's fairly easy, simplistic. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It's not like you're just fighting all the time. It's not like that you have to put forth a ton of effort. It just feels like that the 10 of Wands, being the burdened card upside down, says it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. It's going to be pretty easy to slide through the relationship and sort of move through that. Now, we do have a bit of disappointment in here. It's almost like that we wasted our time in a lot of sense. The 5 of Cups is the Lord of disappointment. It's a bit of that sadness where things just haven't worked out, or things just sort of didn't overall work out in a long term. When I say long term, we're looking more for a situation where it's just not a long-term relationship. 5 of Cups is, sort of like a 3 of Swords feel, where it just feels like that everything burned out. We don't have the excitement that we did, this wonderful excitement from the 10 of Pentacles. Everything was exciting and fun and lovely. It just sort of, petered out, no pun intended. And we have the 5 of Cups. We just not associating this person with enjoyment anymore. 7 of Pentacles reversed is interesting. We're back to the 7. We say that, Andrea, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. We say that it just seems like we wasted time. We feel like we wasted time. It just died. It died for no reason. It didn't work. It was fun while it lasted. So if you're looking to have fun, you're looking to enjoy yourself, have a good short-term relationship, I think Caleb is pretty good for that. But if you want something long-term where you're just getting married and, you're going through life and you're going to be happy and celebrate and dance in the streets, it doesn't look like Caleb is your man. But That is entertainment purposes only. Never make a relationship decision based upon a fat man on YouTube. All right. Andrea, thank you so much. Did I not turn my speakers on? Why are my speakers not turned on? Like what does this computer think is the output? It says speakers high definition audio device. Well, okay. I mean, that's what I have on, and it is turned on. Why isn't it going jingle? Why is it going jingle? Let's find out by doing a YouTube video. Let's see. Let's play. Where they're like, this person, Sage Advice Tarot, just saved us countless number of hours. Okay, there we go. Just the volume was down. Part of the disadvantage here of being in the new space. No reconciliation. Just doesn't look good. All right. Financial reading for the next 6 months. Let's see about that. Let's get Andrea some money, some fat cash. Like my ex martial arts teacher just said, there's one thing better than cash, and that is more cash. Okay. Speaking of more cash, let's grab another tarot deck. We're gonna go for the hidden one over here. The hidden one, by the way, in case you're wondering what it is the Dark Mansion Tarot. Everybody loves that. Everybody wants the fat cash. Having so much isolation isn't good for mental health. Well, you need to tell all of the government entities that, because they are all excited for more lockdowns. We're saying it's getting cold. Got to lock down again. Lockdown, more lockdown forever and ever and ever. As long as there is an emergency, well, hopefully it'll ease up after this vaccine comes out. The vaccine comes out, everybody's going to get it. It's going to be like the flu vaccine. You're going to go to your local CVS, and they're going to have the COVID vaccine and a flu vaccine combo. You know what I mean? So they just stick you once, and they give you 20 different COVID strains and all of that stuff. So it's going to be nice and easy from now on. So hopefully that comes out quick. Anyway, financial reading, how is it going to go? Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. All right. You do have some things coming up financially. They're going to be good. They're going to be good. You do have some opportunities. We have some things that are coming around. I think it's going to be pretty positive there. Pretty positive there. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. What does this mean? I think it means a new job opportunity as far as finances go. I think you have a job opportunity coming. We have the Five of Pentacles, which means the money problems sort of have been solved, or they solved themselves, or we don't have the money problems that we used to. It's not going to be something that sort of drags on. So any money problems that you're experiencing sort of coming into are going to be eased up quite a bit as we move into this reversed Five of Pentacles. Now, this is pretty important as the ending. Now, Five of Pentacles is obviously where we're sort of wandering around. We have snow, we're broke, we're homeless, we're looking terrible, we don't have any money. This is the broke card. We just don't have any fat cash. And when it's reversed, it says a situation's easing up and we're coming into cash. So it's a sort of like similar to a Ten of Pentacles, not as powerful, but it also says, as far as the homeless people go, that we have more of a Six of Pentacles, where we're getting a gift, being the recipient of something. Now, what are we the recipient of, though? Do we win the lottery? Does something magical happen? Do we have an inheritance or anything like that? It's more of a connection, a communication that's sort of coming around. Again, the Ace of Swords means a communication. The Ace of Wands means I did an activity for it. Now, what would you look for with inheritance? That would be the first question. Maybe this. I would definitely look for the Six of Pentacles would be the main inheritance figure. You would have the inheritance, which would be the Six of Pentacles with somebody giving out stuff. Then you may have the Death card around it, or you may have the Tower as well for the adjustments in life and things like that. You don't have any of that around here. You more have these aces. And the Ace of Swords talks about communication for a new job offer, something that is going to make you more money. And the Ace of Wands talks about getting activity. In other words, I got to do something. An inheritance, you wouldn't really have to do anything. Well, obviously, an inheritance, you do have to, after somebody passes, you have stuff to do. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the Ace of Wands means you have to take an activity, you have to chase it, you have to go after it. And that sort of points you to the job offer, the job opportunity that's sort of coming in. I think you're going to have communication about that within the next 3 months, and it's going to be something good for you. Now, the lovers, that means that you're going to have some separation. There's sort of this, I need to leave something in order to get into this new opportunity. So as we find a new job, as we find this new opportunity, what do we need to ditch or what do we need to leave? It's going to be something that you like doing, you enjoy doing. You're going to have to part with it. The lovers are separated. This is the Three of Swords feel that we have separation from that. But that's going to be okay because, even though you are separated, there is a bit of that anxiety as we move into something new. The new opportunity that you have, I think, is going to be fantastic. So got a couple of aces, got a great looking thing there. For Melly, Sunflower Tarot, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Melly says, my question, I'm dealing with a difficult person. What do I need to know about the situation? Well, Melly, it's never any good to deal with a-holes. You know what I mean? You need to fix that situation because dealing with a-holes is not very good at all. All right. By the way, Boo Boo, Sunflower Tarot, donated just for you. Be sure to thank Boo Boo. Boo Boo's like the most wonderful person in the world. Be sure to thank Boo Boo. All right, let's move this up a little bit. When we do have a two-liner, I want it to be up a little bit. Not like on the top of the screen or anything, but just a little. There we go. See, look at that. It looks great. Dealing with a difficult person. What are we going to do with that? A difficult person deck would be the Thoth for sure. The thing that is going to be difficult with that is going to be the Thoth. So you get a Thoth read. I'm telling you now, it is just magical right there. Look at that. See, Melly loves it. Melly, if you were a dollar sub, you could do a boo-boo. You could do a boo-boo emote. A boo-boo emote looks like this. See, there you go. All right. What do we want to know about difficulty? Well, the Thoth is going to tell us because the Thoth doesn't lie about difficult situations, that's for sure. If you want a difficult situation, if you want to just get it down and understand how difficult people work, you need the Thoth. Why is the Lovers in the Chariot here? This is going to be a weird read. I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to tell you right now. Did you see that magician trick? When I turned over the two cards, I switched them. I switched them as I turned them over. That's something that we do all the time in three-card Montes, by the way. All right. Looks like you are all moved. I am Violet Lotus. I am successfully moved. And Violet Lotus, I filled back the tower. It's now my left side. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, well, obviously by hand position, you kind of see that. Nina, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate that. We're happy moving to Boise or stick with SoCal. All right. So what do we need to know? They're not going to stop being difficult. I'm sorry. This is a terrible card. It is the Thoth, so you know it's terrible. We do have two majors here. Let's go over those in a minute. But they're not gonna stop being difficult. There's no magic touch that you're gonna do, and that's a hard pill to swallow. It really is, because a lot of times we're like, okay, they're difficult. Maybe if I buy them some flowers, maybe if I'm really nice to them, maybe if I do this and do that. No, nothing's going to help. You're plagued. There's nothing you can do. Difficult situation. Obviously, being a difficult situation, you're going to have to do something about it because, you just need you want to know about the situation. The first thing to know is they're not going to change. You're not going to do anything to change them. You're not going to wave around a magic wand. You're not going to do the money trick. You're not going to do the money trick, and then they're going to be like, that's the most amazing trick I've ever seen. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. Next thing we need to know is we have this Taurus feel here. You need to plant the seeds of success. If you have success, you need to plant the seeds of success. And if they are difficult, if they are targeting you, you need to document things, right? Obviously, entertainment purposes only, by the way. This is entertainment. So do not do anything I say. I'm just saying it. You need to find a way to deal with it. The way to deal with it is to just avoid them when you can. That's basically it, right? You have two movement cards. Does a Leo have a drinking problem? Violet Lotus, thank you for your donation. We got a lot of wild questions tonight. It basically says avoid them when you can. or find ways to go around it. Don't confront them. We have 2 movement cards which says keep moving. Don't stall out. Don't just stand there and take it. Keep moving, keep going. If it's going to be a problem, just keep away from them. Movement is your key. We have 2 movement cards, very much moving around and holding things. When you say holding things, it means make sure and hold your own. Don't let them run over you. Don't let them abuse you or use you or anything like that. Make sure that you hold your own with that, right? So again, 2 movement cards. Stay away, dodge them, see what you can do. Ultimately, the lover says ultimately other people are on your side. People know that this person's difficult. It's not like that they just started being difficult yesterday. You know, there was some magic spell that came across the wave of magic that came across the workplace, and then all of a sudden they just started being difficult. It just says that other people know they're difficult. Other people are on your side. So, you know, you're not the only one dealing with it. You're just not the only one dealing with it. So don't feel like I'm alone. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Just dodge them. Dodge them. You know what I mean? We had a person like that. Dude was a complete a-hole. I mean, he wasn't just a little bit of an a-hole. He went out of his way to be an a-hole. And everybody just dodged him. You know, it was just like, you know, when you know, on Thursday night football, when the running back gets the ball and he just runs away from everybody, that's pretty much where you're at. You know what I mean? All right, Jay is back. Jay, welcome. What is going on? Jay, you like the new setup, Jay? Jay, we are on the left side. It is left side central up here at Tarot Oracle. All right. Let's see what we're going to do here. Would I be happy moving to Boise, or should I stick to SoCal? We are going to do for Big-Headed Victoria. Thank you, Boo Boo. I appreciate that. Big-Headed Victoria, let me know what question you got. All right. In the meantime, let's do a tarot throwdown. See how that's going to work. We do have a sound effect for that. I mean, we do have a tarot.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Tarot throwdown. And to get that done, we need the mini thoth. And all this moving, I don't know where I put it. Oh, no. Oh, it's over here. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to go to the other side of the room. This is a big room. All right. We're going to do a tarot throwdown on the left side. On the left side is going to be SoCal. No, I'm sorry. On the left side, it's going to be Boise. On the right side, it is going to be SoCal. That is it. That is it. That's all you need in life is a tarot throwdown. Again, on the left side, we got Boise. On the right side, we got SoCal. What are going to be the good, the bad, the indifference as we're going to do that to figure out how that works? That is an old card. What is that weird stain on here? You see that stain? What is that? I have no idea what that is. Now I'm thinking it's something gross. I did not stain that. I don't know what that stain is, but I don't know. It looks weird. All right. Let's see what we're doing with the stained card. Now, it is a marked card now, too, so I always know this is going to be the Four of Swords, but hey, whatever. Okay. It is a tarot throwdown indeed. Is Sunflower Tarot boo-boo? Ultraviolet. Yes, Sunflower Tarot is boo-boo. You came out opposites. Well, okay. So let's find out. Boise, is that looking good or not? Well, I think that you've had enough of Boise. It just looks like Boise is not going to be your place. First off, we have some difficulty sort of getting there. It's like that we have the poison pill that we need to swallow, and something is happening. Could be peacock poo. Could be my big peacock. See my big peacock here. All right. It's just like a poison pill. As we go, there's negativity there. There's other things waiting. There's not a good environment. It just doesn't look like you're going to be comfortable at all. We also have just the terrible Lord of Defeat sort of wandering over here as well. It just doesn't look like that this is going to be something. You have 3 negative cards. And one of the negative cards is the Tower, which sometimes is not negative, but you know, for imagination purposes, we're just making it negative today. But yeah, we do have a problem with this. Boise looks terrible. It's nothing but terror. If you're looking for what to avoid, Boise it should be first on your list of things to avoid. So, sticking to SoCal, the Four of Swords, truce, because 2 is peace, 4 is truce. Truce says that you're accustomed to it at this point. I think you're ready to move, though. You do know that SoCal is not where you're going to stick to forever. You're ready to get out of SoCal. You're trying to get out of SoCal. You're pretty much prepared at this point just to move out. You're halfway out the door. We have not only this movement card, but I think that you've pretty much had your fill of that place. Truce says you're very familiar with it. There is the familiarity. There is this nice thing where I can just relax here. I know what to expect. It's not like I have a bunch of surprises. It's pretty much a known quantity, though, so there is that comfort zone. But you're halfway out the door. You got a foot out the door right now. You know that you're sort of eventually probably going to be leaving, but avoid Boise. Boise is just not your friend here. Is just not your friend at all. I would avoid it like the plague. There you go. There's nothing but terrible cards there. I'm just saying. Does a Leo have a drinking problem? Well, I don't know. That's kind of a should be self-evident. When you drink, you do smell, I guess. Hopefully you don't smell as bad as the Angel Tarot, Angel Wisdom Tarot. Never smell as bad as the Angel Wisdom Tarot, because that's just bad. Speaking of Angel Wisdom Tarot, let's stink up this new room. Let's stink it up. Let's make it smell with using the Stinky Angel Tarot, and do all of that. All right, yeah. It is just not looking good for the Boise action there. I would rethink that pretty hardcore. Okay, entertainment purposes only. Never move based upon a fat man reading tarot cards on the internet with a stinky deck. You want to make sure and take it with a grain of salt. We have Justice and the Moon on the bottom here. I shouldn't be looking at the bottom, I know. I should be sticking with the tops, just the tops. Take a look at that. See what kind of stinky reading that we can get from this particular tarot deck. All right. Let's see what are we going to do here? Like, where are we going with this stinky deck? Okay. All right. We have the World. That is looking pretty good. Oh, they are looking at their self. They're having problems dealing. They're having problems dealing with things. They do think that obviously drinking, all right, at a guttural level, they sort of know that what they're doing is not sustainable long run. The Queen of Wands into the Five of Wands. We're looking at difficulty by keeping doing it, right? The Queen of Wands is very action-oriented. The Five of Wands is conflict. We're causing problems, conflict, and all sorts of drama as we sort of come into that. Also, you see this funhouse mirror effect here, to where as we have the conflict, it's a conflict with ourselves, right? It's not like any particular person is fighting us, but instead we have various images of ourselves going through and trying to deal with that. And part of that is we drink for a reason. We overeat for a reason. We drink for a reason. We snort Coke, I guess, with the new story, with the political stuff, we do that for a reason. There's always a reason that we do these things, and that is sort of personal to that particular individual. The World says that they do want to get to a better place. Part of the realization of the better place is obviously I can't get there by drinking. There's no magic pill to where you just drink and then suddenly everything gets better. It always gets worse. And that's where you sort of have this. We're trying to get into a different state. We're trying to avoid something. We're trying to dodge something. And that's sort of where the 4 comes in as well. The 4 says that we have responsibilities. We want to dodge them. We want to avoid them. We want to have this dream state, this fantasy state where everything is just going to be okay. Now, speaking of this, they do have a bit of a drinking problem. this is going to lead us to that drinking problem, namely this card. But yeah, they do have a bit of a problem. Again, fantasy state, avoiding, dodging the problem. They want to get to a better place. They're not sure how. Drinking seems to be an easy way to just dodge the entire thing and sort of shake off all the responsibility that they have. There we go. So let's see. The disco guy. T.O. said got his worse when he shuffled. Yep. The smell wafts up from it. It's just like a stale Sharpie smell. You know, some of the Sharpie smells are not too bad, but this is sort of a stale one. All right, big-headed Victoria wants to know something. I have no idea. Victoria, what did you want to know? I think he posted it like a year ago. I don't think I wrote it down. Let me scroll up and try to find it. Let's see. If I was Victoria, I would say what? I would want some reading of what? Victoria said Philippe. Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, Nina, Victoria. Oh my God, Raina, thank you so much. And then Victoria said what? Victoria said Ilda, throwdown. Last time I did one, that's about 11. Okay, I have no idea. Victoria, let me know what your question is. I have no idea at all. So let's go with this. Let's go with Jay until Victoria posts the question. Insight for the rest of October. Jay, let's figure that out. Jay, looking at some October action. What is going to happen? We have very few days left. Hopefully, everything is going to be awesome as usual. Jay, you just make your own awesomeness. So you know it's going to be awesome for you. I'm just saying. Let's seal the deal with this beautiful, beautiful deck that I really love, the Mons Tarot. Probably my number one deck of the year. I know it's a re-release, but I am going to call it one of the best decks for the year. Maybe the number one deck for the year. Maybe. We just don't know. Question is, Little Caesars doing okay in the Army? All right. Let's see if Little Caesars Pizza is doing okay at the Army. Thank you, Victoria. Appreciate that. All right. Little Caesars. I haven't had Little Caesars in forever. I like Papa John's. Okay, if you like pizza, back when I could eat food, you would love Papa John's has a chicken barbecue bacon pizza. Maybe it's a Texas thing, maybe, but Jesus, it's good. It is so luscious. It's just like well, that's kind of a weird saying for me to say that. Let's not say that. But yeah, it is just scrumptious. You have to check it out. The chicken barbecue bacon pizza. I mean, you know, maybe it's a football thing. It's about as unhealthy for you as you could possibly ever get, but it sure is good. All right. Maybe it's not a sticker. It's always after your name and other people's names. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, chicken barbecue bacon is so good. Little Caesars. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay. Obviously, I know it's not Little Caesars. I'm making a joke. The whole channel is a joke. I mean, this is one continuous joke after the next joke. Got to have pineapples on my pizza. I don't know about that. I do love pineapples. I mean, being a fruit addict myself, pineapples are absolutely delicious. Only problem with pineapples is cutting it. Just cutting the pineapple takes a decade, and there's so much waste from it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. I don't know. And then unless you store it with the juice, the pineapple goes rotten super quick. I'm just saying. All right. What was I saying? October, the rest of October. Lovers, death, 8 of wands, 9 of wands. You're moving into the next phase of something emotional. We have the lovers. We have an attachment. We have an attachment there. I haven't seen the waterfall tarot. Why not? Yeah, you saw it the first when I started the stream. We had the Waterfall Tarot. By the way, this is the Waterfall Tarot. Somebody just ordered that last night, you know. It's wonderful. Something emotional, you're going to have a separation from that. It's time to sort of ditch the old emotional stuff and move into something going to be a little bit different. So some emotional parting of ways that you have the lovers into death. So this is interesting. What's the difference between the lovers into, let's say, the 3 of swords and the lovers into death? Now, death doesn't mean an end. Death is an upgrade card. The Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, that is more of a literal death to where you just have a cessation of activities as far as the lovers goes. But some particular thing, some emotional attachment is going to move into the next phase. Again, death is not a termination. It is a new beginning. It is moving into the next phase. That could mean a lot of different things. It could mean somebody that you're close with, that you're having relationships with, somebody that you're close, family member, something like that, it moves into the next phase of something. In other words, they have something brand new, or they want to expand, they want to do something different. They have a sort of a new phase of their life. So you do have those phases. Death points to that. So something emotional is going to move in the next phase. Now, I think this is sort of going to have some ramifications as you move into November, especially the end of November. I think you're going to see the kickback from that. You're going to see a bit of kickback from that, from the lovers into death. Beginning of November, you're going to start to see hints of it. End of November, you're going to see it pretty heavily done. Death says it is coming. You do have some ramifications to deal with. Now, the Eight of Wands says part of the ramifications is going to be moving around. So you want to look for that. Again, the main beef of the matter, the chicken barbecue pizza. You know what I mean, where you're just eating the crust, it's not very tasty, but then you get a bite of that chicken barbecue bacon pizza. I'm just saying, the Eight of Wands says that is the meat of the matter. That is where we come into this movement-oriented thing where we're going to have to do some motion to get around that. The motion is not going to be well received, though. Not everybody likes it. Not everybody's happy about it. They're looking over into the next card like, I'm not too happy about this. Not at all. Especially the Nine of Wands just has that feel to where things aren't as planned. Things don't go as planned. But there you go. Looking like for the rest of October and a bit of November as well. A bit of November as well. You got it in the cart. Well, I may just have a sale this weekend to entice you to go ahead and pick it up. I am planning for my next deck of cards, but I'm so lazy that I have not done anything. Hannah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. All right. Victoria has a question. Victoria wants to know if Caesar is doing okay in the Army, and do they miss me? Do they miss me in the Army? What's a good Army deck? Somebody's asking. Well, let's go for the Tarot of the Divine. Oh, man, I love the Tarot of the Divine. I don't know. So many good decks. 2020 was such a dry year until we got to the end. And then everything exploded into this wonderful, beautiful state of affairs that includes the Tarot of the Divine. This is a huge deck, nice and thick. It feels sturdy. It's cheap. It's sold out. If you want this, good luck in getting it. Good luck in finding it and getting it, because this sucker sold out quick. All right. Is Caesar doing okay in the Army? Wheel of Fortune, Empress, Ace of Coins, Hierophant. But they're taking it pretty seriously. It is a factor where they need to take things seriously. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, they've already sort of adjusted to everything. It's not like things are new now. Things are pretty calmed down. They know what to expect. They know how things are going. They know what tomorrow brings. The Wheel of Fortune says there's no surprises. What goes around comes around. Day-to-day life has sort of settled in, and you just get comfortable with how things are in the Army and all of that stuff, whether it's driving tanks, whether, doing whatever they're doing. The Wheel of Fortune says we're just getting it done. Empress does say that they do miss you. They do think you. They think of you. They do miss you. The Empress, that feminine feel is just not there. There's just not a lot of feminine feel going on there, obviously, because it's the Army. But the Empresses, they do miss you. They do think about you, and they talk about you as well with other people that are going to be there. Gloria, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate that. The Empresses, they do miss you, and you're the topic of discussion amongst the people there. All right, Ace of Coins. That is interesting. It does say that after they get out, after they sort of move across, they get out and they do their thing. Ace of Coins says they will be contacting you. Hierophant, though, says they're pretty committed to this. Again, they see that you have a lot of advantages there. They see how it works. They're learning how the structure works. The Hierophant is the company, and it is sort of learning, figuring out how the entire structure and organization works. And I think they're pretty comfortable with it now, and they want to stick with it because they just got in there. They just got comfortable, kind of feel, they just got comfortable, and they're willing to stay in there. All right. Let's see about that. Hannah, my son is reuniting with his wife. Am I right? This is a bad move. You never know what questions you got on this channel. Let's see about that. Reunited and it feels so good. Maybe it doesn't, though. Son is reuniting. Let's see what we got. Let's get a good read for this. We're going to go with the Gregory Scott. We haven't done the Gregory Scott yet. Oh, one of my favorites. Maybe one of my favorites for the year by far. No doubts about it at all. Okay. Let's see what we do. Connecting like-minded souls. I do want to start my next tarot deck, but so many decisions I need to make on it, and so much freaking work. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It is going to be interesting for sure. Let's see here. What are we going to do? Is reuniting going to be a bad thing? We do have the Lovers. The Knight of Cups, they're approaching really well. It doesn't look bad. Entertainment purposes only. It doesn't look bad at all. No, I don't see anything bad here. We got the Lovers and the Knight of Cups. Now, that is a motivated lover. I'm just saying, Hannah, that is a motivated lover. They are excited about this move. Not only do we have the reuniting feel here, but the Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. They are pretty excited. They're ready to go. They want to get it done. They want to get right in there, if you know what I mean. Knight of Cups, they're coming in with high motivation. Iona, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. So yeah, we got motivation. What is motivating them though? What is going on? I think he wants to get remarried. He wants to get remarried. He wants to renew that thing. Ace of Pentacles. Let's start over. It didn't work in the first place. Let's give it another shot. Ace of Pentacles. I want to begin an earthly endeavor to where we can get together and start something that's going to be the foundation for maybe something big, maybe something nice. Judgment says, let's do it different this time, though. Do it a bit different. We have the reincarnation. We're being dragged up by the angels. Judgment says, let's do it differently. Let's do it correctly this time. That's going to be important here. Obviously, if we have a reuniting with somebody that, totally failed before, and you try it again and you don't do anything different, the definition of insanity is, do the same things over and over and expecting different results. But we have an opportunity here to change what was wrong, to start it over, to get it done, to get right in there and get it done. So I think that he's coming in with the correct attitude. He's not just assuming that everything is just going to magically work out like a money magic trick. He's actually thinking about, what can we do to make it work? I'm willing to put in the effort. I'm willing to make the adjustments to myself and my lifestyle in order to do this. So if he's motivated enough and she's okay with it, it might just work out, entertainment purposes only. Let's see. Told Libra was done with him. Will he come back? All right. So we need the heart screen in here. So it sounds like they got ditched. And now we want to know if they're going to take the old reliable. Not saying you're old, just saying, just old reliable. Let's see how that's going to work. Get some hearts, get some love in there, and find out if this is going to be the soulmate feel that we need. The Libra was done with him. Man, pretty hard to tick off a Libra. I'm just saying, Galaxy Girl just found your stream. Well, welcome, Galaxy Girl. It's good of you to hang out with us here tonight. Galaxy Girl, we are here every single night for the rest of your life. 6:30 p.m. Central. You will find me here every single day. Weekdays, holidays, it doesn't matter. Weekends, we're always here at 6:30. So, if you don't get a reading tonight, come back. What do you need to do to get a reading? Well, I'm glad you asked because there is no list. Donations take priority and then I pick at random. So if you want to post your question, if I got time and I like the question, I'll do it. If you want to donate, I'll guarantee I'll do it. But so that's why I sort of pick and choose. What's going on with my Gemini? All right, this is my fave deck. All right, let's see about this. Are they coming back? They're going to give you a second try. Is that going to be a thing? Ten of Pentacles. Okay, well, they're pretty upset about the Libra. We know that. We got to say, they're pretty upset about the Libra. The Ten of Pentacles, man, they had some high hopes with that Libra. They just wanted to give them the biggest hug in the history of hugs. For Galaxy Girl, cool. Galaxy Girl, thank you, Boo Boo. I appreciate that. Galaxy Girl, let me know what your question is. There you go. Boo Boo hosted you. Boo Boo hosted you. So Galaxy Girl, let me know what the question is. They had high hopes for that Libra. They did. Gloria, they were very excited. They invested a lot of time. They invested a lot of sweat, blood, and tears for that Libra. And the Libra ditched them. The Libra ditched them. Gave them an exit strategy that was involuntary. It was an involuntary exit strategy. So what happened? 8 of Swords. The Libra didn't like the whole thing. Yeah, the Libra didn't like it. 8 of Swords is the restrictions card. And when it's reversed, it's like the Libra said that I escaped something. He was being too restrictive. Now I have escaped the back door and I'm out free, roaming in the cornfield, dancing in the street, having a good time. The Ten of Cups, screw their high hopes. Screw them. I don't want anything to do with them. They ditch them. The Ten of Cups says they don't care about anything with them. They want them out. They want them to leave for good reason, too. Now, will they come back? 7 of Wands. We'll do one more card just to see if they'll come back, too. Mix it in with the 7 of Wands and 9 of Cups. This is looking pretty good. But they're a bit gun shy at this point. They are. They're thinking this is not... this may not go well. If they crawl back to you, what are you going to do? That's what they're concerned about. How am I going to be received? Will they crawl back to you? Absolutely. The Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. They're roaming through there on the horse, with the knight's gear. Got a little Game of Thrones feel as they cross the stream. But they're worried about your reaction. So if you can warm them up a little bit, warm them up a little bit so they know that they're getting a good reaction. They know they're not going to be pummeled with various sticks when they come back, then you're going to have a better chance of them coming back. Obviously, you're going to need to give them a little bit of time to recover because, man, they had high hopes with that Libra. So they may need a little bit of recovery time, but, that's the way it goes. Galaxy Girl, my question is, what's going on with that job situation? That interview, don't know it went so well. All right. Galaxy Girl, we had an interview. Let's find out how this is going to go. See if you are going to get the job. The job. What is going on with my job situation? Let's see about that. What is a good Galaxy Girl? By the way, we're ending soon. This will be the last reading. What is going on with a Galaxy Girl interview? We need a good deck of cards for this. And I think Galaxy Girl deserves this one, the Light Seer's Tarot. This is such a great card. Now, we are getting a bit of a kickback lately of people saying they don't like it, but, whatever. That's okay. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fine because I enjoy it. Their Muse Tarot, I thought it was terrible. But this one's nice. This one's real nice. See about that. See about your interview situation. Are you going to get the job? Is this going to be something where you can just look and find the job and then you are successful? It could be. It could be indeed. We need to figure it out. Well, the King of Wands, the Hierophant, the Fool. Unfortunately, it looks like you got to keep on searching. I'm sorry. I'm sorry with the bad news. I wanted to give you some fantastic news. I wanted to get you all of the fantastic things that you want, but I'm going to tell you that it doesn't look like you're going to get it. And I apologize in advance for that. Let's go over why. Let's figure it out. See how we're going to go. By the way, I added sound effects today because I just don't care, you know? The Hierophant sort of indicates we're not going to get it. This is a very serious card. It is an organization card. It's where we have a company coming in wanting to hire us. A great substitute for this would be an 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, anything that would indicate that we're going to get it. But it just looks like the Hierophant, being the organization reversed, says they're not receptive to you at this time. The Fool also says we need to keep searching. The Fool's a great card, but one of the main things you want to see from the Fool is what comes after the Fool. The Fool, we're moving, sure. Let's get some move on. Let's get our motion on. Let's jump off this cliff. But what are we jumping into? An 8 of Pentacles over here would have been a fantastic card. It's just not here. The Hierophant reverse is we're jumping into a lack of the opportunity. We tried, we jumped, we didn't make it. Tower says your job hunt is taking a turn for the better, though. Think that you are at a pentacle where you have reached a level that you've eliminated the jobs that you don't need, that don't want you, that aren't looking for you, and you reached a point to where the new places, the other places that you're going to look, are going to be more successful. The Tower says you've reached that level where things have fallen down. We've realized you've had problems getting the job, getting a move on. The Tower is collapsed. Now you're in process of rebuilding, and now things are going to be looking up. King of Wands says, look for something a little different. Expand your search. Don't be stuck in this little isolated room where you think you need this particular job, only this particular job, and that's the only one you're going for. Expand your search out, and should be a little bit better for you. So there you go. All right. The sound effect you love the most is yay. I love that one too. But that's it. And that is it for me. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. We will see you tomorrow at 6:30. If you're new here, I'm here every single day. Please hit like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.